What's going on, Blerds, nerds, to everybody in between? It's your boy Wyatt, the sensei of the syndicate, paladin of the poor, duke of the drink, here with you with another episode of With the BS. So today is going to be kind of like an open mic night. So I want to be able to have, rather than having like, say, for instance, a whole topic and things like that, it's just kind of like a chill out session where, you know, if there was stuff that we didn't finish, things that you wanted to talk about, we definitely have those things and have that time to be able to do it, and just being able to kick it with us. Um, it's always good to have those people around, have people to be able to just kind of talk with. So that's what we are doing today. One of the things that we are going to talk about, um, whether it be movies, television shows, if we're talking about, I don't know. There's some wrestling fans out there. I'm one of them. Different animes. All those things are kind of open and available to talk about today. So it's going to be a really good time, and just being able to enjoy ourselves from that point. So um, before we do that, also I want to plug real quick. On Sunday nights, we have a drink and draw show where we go ahead. Jeremy Brunel, a really good friend of the show, he's a part of the BS. He draws wonderful work, does that, and it's really really great. So and while he draws, I drink, and we have different drinks that we try out and different things today. So one of the things that I did want to try out today was just a simple drink, in honor of the show that comes on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. This one just simple. It's a crown apple with a little bit of 7 Up. So it's nothing fancy. We do have a crazy drink that we got coming up here, and in just a little bit. It's called the Tower of Death. So it has Everclear, tequila. It's just crazy. It's essentially 4 shots, and it's just crazy. So you'll have to come and tune in with us. We may have some fun surprises here with us when it comes up. So definitely check it out from there. Excuse me. So as far as that's concerned, I want to see who's in the chat. Tots, what's going on, man? Glad to hear you here. And um, yeah, yeah, Everclear. So upper management didn't clear me to make the fire shot last time. And that was like where you put Everclear in there, you light the shot on fire, then you blow it out. Because some people don't do that. They think that they can go ahead and take that shot with the fire still on there. Well, you know, upper management just didn't clear me to even start the shot on fire. She said the way that our our insurance is set up, we just couldn't do that. So what we went ahead and did was we had to make a substitute drink. So, but today this is a safe drink. It's upper management approved. So yeah, that's what we're having today. Woo. So I made the video for the the Tower of Death, because Jeremy's going to be drawing Omni Man. So it had red, and then it had like, it almost looked like the Invincible like sign. So because it had blue at the bottom and then yellow in there, it was really crazy. So definitely check it out from there. Hold on. So Todd says you make a really good gin with a PG. Okay. All right. I'm liking it. We're gonna have to check it out. So, and also, if you guys have any ideas on maybe some other drink ideas and things like that, definitely let us know from that point, because it's really really good to have like input from this point. We want to just be able to kind of find out what you want Jeremy to draw, what you want me to drink. One thing I won't be drinking anymore is the peanut butter whiskey. By far, we've been doing this for about 9 weeks now. Still the worst drink I've ever had. So, what's kind of, if you guys have had a worse drink, I'd definitely be open to hearing it, because that one, the taste of the peanut butter was just really overwhelming. So I didn't know what to do with it. Like I tried, well, in my defense, I tried like peanut butter whiskey with root beer, and I thought that would work out. It didn't. Then I think I was supposed to try something else with it, but it just didn't work out like I wanted it to. All right, Lindsay said Yes. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try something until I can get that from there. But here we are. KB, what's going on?
What's good? What's good? My bad. Had a little mix up with schedules and dogs, but I'm here. I'm here.
There you go.
Also,
Um, I don't. All right. So here's the thing, Tots. I absolutely hate chocolate. Um, so anything with Reese's cups, chocolate, anything like that, doesn't really work for me. So I'm gonna keep trying, like Lindsay said, to see what I can be able to like with the peanut butter whiskey, but we'll see.
I'm gonna find you something. I feel like I can find something.
I have faith in
What's
you.
this? Hats? I do want to say, just in case it hasn't been said, and I know not everybody here is a sports fan. Serena Williams is the GOAT, undisputed. I know nothing about tennis, but I know that
Serena Williams is awesome.
she won,
Yeah,
beat the number two player in the world right now.
man, let's go then. So, so KB, what's on your mind this week? How's everything been for you?
I have been a little disheartened. Um, just like I keep getting interviews for jobs,
Oh,
but they keep being like, "We found somebody just a little bit better," and I think that's the part that bothers me. I would rather you reject me and never say anything than
oh,
send me the rejection email. I hate the rejection email because then they be
yeah.
like, "Oh, but don't give up. Apply again." No,
So no, I don't want that.
right? Like it's hurting my feelings just a little bit, but we
Would it
out
taste
here.
like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Is that what you're trying to have me try, Jeremy?
That's honestly what I was thinking with something strawberry flavored.
That's
Jeremy literally took my thought because I was thinking like how some people do strawberry jam instead of grape.
mm,
That's where my head was.
yeah. I don't. Well, we don't really have straw or grape jam here or grape jelly. We just got strawberry jam. So that might be the move.
I've never had strawberry jam.
Oh, we're gonna have to hook you up. Upper management makes she makes her own like preserve slash jelly jam. Um, and she uses honey rather than sugar, so it's a little bit better. She says, but I don't know how true it is because it's still sugar. But hey,
So my thing is, I used to hate strawberry syrup, and I say used to, I still do. I can't stand it, and the reason was because to me it never tasted like strawberries, right?
uh huh.
So one day, we went. My sister graduated college, and we went, and she took us to this breakfast spot in Indianapolis. I don't remember the name of it anymore, but when we went, they had my mom got the pancakes, huge,
Uh-huh.
and they gave you fruit with it. I didn't realize the fruit was warm, and I'd never had a warm strawberry a day in my life.
Oh my gosh.
So I am notorious for stealing from my mother's plate. You know how like moms talk about they can't, like when you're a kid they can't ever eat anything around you. I was that
Mhm.
child, and at 35 I'm still that child. Like you're my mom. That's what you get for choosing to have me. I'm taking it. It's not. That's your fault. So I took the strawberry and I ate it, and it was hot, and I was mad as hell. And I almost spit it out. And she was like, "Don't you dare, because that's what you get for stealing." And I was like, "You know what? I take every bad thing I ever said in ignorance about
Mhm.
strawberry syrup back. I still hate it, but I was completely wrong. It does taste like strawberries. It tastes like hot strawberries, and that's disgusting."
Okay. I mean that's how you feel. You know, but I want to get to Lindsay. Lindsay said raspberry jam is the winner.
Never had
Um,
that either.
I haven't had raspberry jam, but I don't know. Strawberry's been my shit for a little bit. So
I've had blackberry jam, and blackberry jam I like. It's really
okay.
good.
So um so have you been watching? Well, first of all, I want to say because I don't want to pass over. You are very awesome in whatever you're doing, and don't let them dissuade you from anything like that because you'll find something that'll be worthwhile and fulfilling to you. I'm putting that
I
out there
appreciate that.
first.
Thank you.
So, but F that. What else you been doing? What you got going on for this weekend? Especially.
This weekend I am going to make tacos. So I have a pork shoulder that I put a mojo marinade on. Not really this weekend. I'm really doing it tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's chilling in my fridge right now. I'm very excited about it, and I'm also really excited about how much my hair is growing. I know you can't really see it because the black on blue, but look at this. Like I was bald this time last year, so I'm so excited about it.
And you got the Tommy bandana on, because
Man, my my cousin told me the other day I have like the infinity gauntlet of bandanas because I have so many colors. And I wanted a bunch because when my hair grew back in, it came in a different texture.
hmm
So it was really thin on the sides. Like I since I've cut it into a fade. I did it myself for the first time
There you
last
go.
weekend. Bro, I looked on YouTube and they tell you that when you cut it, when you first do it, don't put the guard on. And I
hmm
was like, that doesn't make sense, but I guess. So I didn't put the guard on and I took the clipper to my head and was like, whoa, it's too hot. The line is too hot. But
hmm
now that I've done it, I know how to do it. So I need to
There you go.
start with the guard on and start the line where I want it and come
Mhm.
down because I prefer
Yeah,
a taper. So I wanted to
yeah.
fade out. So I cut it like way too high. But it's fine. I learned something and it doesn't look that bad. I look
I,
like mushroom cap, but I'm okay with it.
I had a whole bunch of bandanas around my house just because like this hair is like new like any other time anybody else has seen me like it's been either like a fade or like a bald head. So then during the pandemic I was like, YOLO, let's go ahead and grow the stuff out. Speaking of hair, somebody who got hair and got a lot of it, Husky Hokage, Marcus, one third of the things people don't say podcast. What's going on?
What is going on, people? How y'all doing? Sorry for the baby in the background.
Oh man, no,
It's okay.
no worries.
Gotta get their feelings out. We here for it.
hmm So, so when it came to my hair, like especially when I was like going on the show, the Haven Comic Show with Jeremy, and I was helping out on that like every Thursday. But then my hair was really really small, so they're like the tiny twist, and then there was one hair that always used to stick out, like it would never act right. So I had like a whole bunch of like the little bandanas that were like of that almost like that Under Armour material, just so I and then because also I'm not a small guy, so I'm a heavy sweater. So then, hence the name nickname Big Wool because like a heavy sweater, Big Wool. Anyway, it was crazy. So then I would have to have something there because like it would still get hot, and then after that I would still sweat, and then I look like a sinner in church.
When mine were smaller, like I mean, when I was growing mine back,
hmm
and it was smaller, like because my you have men have like everybody having like the crown of your head, everybody the
hmm
crown or that point where it spin or whatever the
hmm
hair go. So
Does
mine's
whatever
is
the
like
hell wants to.
like mine's is right here in the front of my
Oh,
head.
oh.
So like when it got long, when I first my locks first got long, it basically like no matter what I did, it would just hang down like right here. It was like
hmm
my homeboy, somebody started calling it a Superman curl. Like
I had to.
it was literally just it right there. And for the longest, I had like one lock that would just no matter everything else be back here, but that one lock could just be bloop.
Bro, I still have that issue when I don't put it back, it'll still just come down like right here, and I'll be like, okay, all right, I guess I can't do nothing else. So let me go ahead and grab it, put it all back.
No. My hair, before I had to cut it, was like a strong 4C. It
hmm
was thick, it was coarse, and I knew, like I kept it cut for the most part because I don't know anything about hair. I have no patience to learn. So, yeah, I'm just not doing it. So, I would at least like, get the fade and go on about my business. And then when my hair grew back in, it grew in very curly and like fine. And I
mm
was like, what the hell is this? What am I supposed to do with this? And so, like, now you can't really see it as much because I picked it out. But over the course of tonight, it'll start to curl. And so,
Okay.
usually, like, you can't tell again, backdrop is real, real blue and dark. But my hair is so curly now that I'm just like, I look like Richard Simmons.
Oh, don't put yourself with Richard Simmons.
That's who I look like minus the hair color. And I told one of my friends, I was like, I'm about to go and buy some hot pink shorts and like a ridiculous shirt or something. Like that's what I'm gonna do, because like I got the energy level for it, just be kicking and jumping all over the place. It's fine.
Well, so what have you guys been watching these last couple weeks? It's Just Space. What's going on, man? Hey, and if you guys haven't followed It's Just Space, just the way that it shows up right there, that's another damn good artist, as well as KB. KB. You didn't think I forgot it though, did
We
you?
did this already. We did this already. We did this
I
already.
forgot.
We're talking about why.
Oh, look at that. She done did it. She
All
done
right.
did it.
All right. Back
So,
to
now we
talking
look so
about
cool.
It's Just Space. They're fantastic artists, and y'all should definitely follow them. Like
Yes.
exactly the way that it's spelled, and like just run through some of their stuff. It's amazing work.
Hmm. Yeah, and I saw his Venom. Oh, his Venom was dope too. And then I saw some of the other work that he was doing. I'm gonna have to get up with him because I saw he had like one of those Japanese masks. Like I was peeping in one of his folders. Not that I could see it, but he was in a video. It's a long thing. I kind of have ADHD, and then after that, it just touches into things. And then plus, I've been trying to make great shirts for you guys. By the way, we updated the Blerd Syndicate page. So we have higher quality shirts now, which I'm super excited about. Then we also had it where the navigation is way, way easier. So if you're looking for a guy shirt, but it's an anime shirt, um, then you can just go to the men's t-shirt. And then after that, there's anime section so that you can be able to go through all of those. And then we're working on it where it filters it by the anime show so that you can be able to look and see all the stuff that we have. It's really, really dope. So you guys should check it out. Yeah. It's Just Space. I'm gonna have to holler at you about that, man, because I really like that piece.
I just went and followed them.
Yeah, man. So
He has some good, really great artwork.
he does.
See some Princess Mononoke. The mat, like, is that the mask from Princess Mononoke? That's dope. Hey, has some great artwork, man. Great artwork. Y'all, or should I say y'all? Them? Because you said it was them or they. More than one person.
Oh no, I don't
No,
know.
I know KB. I thought KB was saying they or
Because I wasn't sure, and
oh,
I'm very big on respecting people's like space and pronouns in that space. So it's just space. Speaking of, let us know because I don't want to.
oh,
He got it.
yeah,
He
okay.
him.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it wrong, so I stick to neutral until
Until
I
you
know
know.
otherwise. Yeah,
They'll be like, they crazy. They doing a great job. You know what I mean? That way you can't really go wrong.
that I do it with. I default it to just about everyone unless I'm introduced to you as in
Yeah.
like, oh, this is
Hmm.
Marcus he, and then I'm like, okay, because you didn't correct them. So
Hmm.
unless you tell me otherwise, that's what I'm rolling with.
I see
Yep.
you. I see the Xbox controller. I'm assuming space. You're a gamer.
No.
I thought you were talking about my background. I was like, no, you do not. What? Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I have an Xbox. That sounded so rude. I have
I know you
multiple.
play. You said you play Switch mostly, don't you?
I'm not a gamer.
Ah,
So I just kind of pick up whatever I happen to be playing in that moment. Like the Switch is the last thing I played because I didn't realize the Ninja Turtle game was going to be available on all platforms. I thought it was a
Ooh,
Switch exclusive, so I wanted one, and I got it. My roommate got it for me because he's great.
that is awesome.
that
Yeah, I
is.
was so excited.
The
But
game is really fun as well.
bro, I keep getting my face kicked in, but I'm enjoying it, so it's fine.
Yeah. He said he defaults to they them too until you figure things out. So and he is a first person shooter. He talked about how he liked I think it was Halo he played from when we talked to him on Sunday.
Okay.
Um so did you guys have any other games that you thought about over since like Sunday that you guys like to play?
I didn't think about it at all.
It was a struggle for you on
It
Sunday. You was like,
was.
Um, you can throw. I would say you can always throw Smash in there. Um,
oh,
Smash is a fun game. Especially
the captain is here.
what's
What's
going
going
on,
on?
Cap.
Man, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
How
Man,
you
we're
feeling?
good. How are you feeling, sir?
Uh, this thing, bruh, trying to get at me, but it's all right. I'm actually not as first time I had.
Man, take your time. Take care
Oh
of
yeah,
yourself.
for
It
So
sure.
was. It was. Was it the kids? Was it the kids that gave it to you? Not your kids. The other kids. Was it one of the other kids?
Ain't no telling which one was, man. Children are just gross. All they do is just carry around germs and breathe.
I
Gosh,
understand. I
you
understand.
better everybody want and all that all the time. Stop hugging them jokers.
Mhm.
I
Well,
really
hey,
can't stop
Captain.
hugging.
So I wanted to get your 2 cents in because we missed you on Sunday, but I know you are a big advocate of video games. So
Mm,
so I want to hear some of your favorite video games that you like to play.
Smash Brothers, but
Mm-hmm.
Smash my jam. Okay, now that Multiverses has come out, that's been pretty fun because it's like it's essentially the same game, different characters. So I've been enjoying it. Not that I'm amazing at it or anything. Um, but the greatest video game of all time is League.
Rock,
Okay,
Rocket
I'm
League.
I'm I'm constantly trying to tell everybody Rocket League, man, Rocket League. When it first came out in like 2015, I think I started playing it on PlayStation, either 2015 or beginning of 2016, and have been playing it ever since, man. Like I've been trying to tell everybody I know the game, hey, play Rocket League, and people always like, man, that's that game with them cars um and soccer and all of that. Yeah, it is, man. They jump crazy, but some of the same people who were, um, resistant to playing it now they want to, hey, I gotta text a couple minutes. League. No, I'm not on Rocket League because y'all
Mhm.
trash, so I can't play with y'all that much. You mess
It's
up my
it's
rank,
just based on I'm
but
so there with you. I'm not really coordinated enough. I'm horrible at Rocket League, and Captain's been trying to have me play at least for the last 2 years strong.
please,
Like, come on, just get back in it,
oh,
man. Come on, get back in it, man. You
that's
can do
all.
it.
That's all. Because listen, nobody's good when they first start. You know what I'm saying? There was no like, okay, you could think about games like Call of Duty. Like I'll play that occasionally, but I'm not that good at that. I'm really not. I'm not amazing at Rocket League. Like I'm not. I'm like I'm probably not even a tier player. I'm not a low tier player, but like
You in the middle. You in the middle.
close to the middle, bottom middle. You know what I'm saying? For now, I'm getting better and better. But Rocket League is that game that we've had nothing to prepare us for it from our childhood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were prepared for Call of Duty in any shooting game because one of my other favorites, GoldenEye 007 from N64. Come on, man, that was the jam. Okay, so we've been shooting at each other for a long time. We have not been playing soccer with cars in outer space. We've flown ships before. We've raced before, but have we played soccer with cars in outer space? No, we haven't. And so everybody's bad at first, but once you catch on, man, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
That's another game
I can
I can't play. I got about
okay.
maybe 15, 20 minutes and I start feeling real. It's too much motion on the screen going on and I just cannot. I can't do it.
It's
From a
just
rocket league?
Yeah, like I'll get a headache. I'll get a headache. I'll start to get nauseous. Is like I can't play that. I can't play Smash Brothers. I can't play like any of the new Mario Kart games. It's like my
Uh,
eyes start to hurt. My head starts to throb. It's I
no.
can't do it. And I can't do any like first person view games either. It sucks because I want to play with everyone, but I like myself. I don't like being sick.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
So
think anybody does. Yeah.
yeah, I just no, I'm not doing that.
So the motion sickness, you get motion sickness playing Rocket League?
Hmm.
Man, you might be a great Rocket League player if you feeling it like that.
Uh,
For those 20 minutes, I'll be unstoppable.
Man, dog, we got to get you some Dramamine or something.
a space. So I am the same way. I'm mediocre at best. But that's why I like to play just the first, like the single player games, because that's that nobody can judge you. Like if you're playing this, unless you put yourself out there on streaming, like nobody knows that you button mash when it comes to this stuff. Like I love what is it, The Witcher 3, but like they be whooping my ass too. That's
Like
why I don't play Dark Souls.
5 times on the same boss.
Yeah, that's why I don't play. That's why I don't play Dark Souls because like there's too many consequences for when you die. With Dark Souls, if you die once, you lose all your stuff. You can go back and get your stuff, but if you die before you go get your stuff, then your stuff is lost. I don't like that. Like let me just go and I'm not responsible. I'm just gonna go out there and just start swinging.
Yeah,
So
I get that. I think Rocket League is a few games that I don't mind. being bad at sometimes, because you're gonna have good days and bad days. But like when I tell you, like I'm with you on the single player, like Far Cry. Oh my gosh, loved Far Cry 4. Tried to play it online with some people one time. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just run through by myself and just die over and over again without feeling bad. And everybody like, feeling like I'm a weak link or something. So I feel you on that. I just play Dolo.
People take the stuff too serious. That's why I don't play. I used to play when I played 2K. I play 2K, but I used to play online. I would play the Pro Am, where you would just you get basically you play your position or whatever your my career player is. You'll go and play your position with with everybody else. So if it was it'd be 5 of y'all on the team against 5 other people, and it was just I'm playing having I'm doing all right. Ain't like this is the championship, and then like I'm doing okay, and just some random dude just had to message me something crazy. I'm like, really, bro? Like it was just this is why I don't play online because
I don't play with anybody unless I know them. You know what I'm saying? Because then after that, like if you can't get too reckless, you know what I mean? Like, oh well, damn, you need to pick your stuff up, why? Because
I can take my homeboys and my friends talking crazy to me, but you're a random person that don't know me, bro. Don't send me no message talking crazy to me.
See, if it's on like game stuff, I'll start singing. Like, because at this point now I'm gonna piss you off, and I'm gonna do the most obnoxious stuff. But
that's what I'm start doing.
Yeah, like it's weird because like I don't really get mad about a whole lot. Like I told y'all, like if we start getting comments on here, like if they're directed towards me, I'm gonna laugh at you. Because as far as I'm concerned, your junk must be about that big. Like you got to do something to bring attention to yourself. So I'm not really concerned about that. But if they say something to y'all, I'm spazzing, and that's just how that goes. Like my energy is very, very weird about stuff like that. You can say whatever you want to me because I roast myself daily. You can't say nothing to me that's gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
and I appreciate it, KB.
It depends on the situation because she's so awesome. She's gonna protect us. Thank you.
Yeah,
we're gonna protect you too.
I appreciate you.
Told you that.
Always.
That was in our top conversation. We're gonna protect each other, okay? But for real, I get that. I had to start muting myself when I'm playing with like my friends who are latecomers to Rocket League. The people I've been telling to play for the longest, because it's like they really bad.
Hold on,
kids feeling bad because I be verbally abusing. What are you doing? And so I just
how
had
you
like,
gonna be like, oh no, it's okay, come as you are. But then after you be like, come on, bro, this is bullshit. You saw that ball go past you in the space ring.
That's not even the part I get mad about. I get mad at them follow strategy. There's a specific way you play Rocket League in order to not guarantee, but just maximize your opportunities for success. Okay, don't ball chase. All right, but that's one of the main things that, and everybody does it. When you first start playing, you're gonna ball chase because you just like so embarrassed that you missed the ball that many times. So you try to just hit it at least once. But it's like, go for the ball, whether you hit it, whether you miss it, get out of the way, let somebody else get a turn. It's called the rotation, okay? And if I've told you and taught you about the rotation, and you're not rotating, and you still ball chasing, and we losing, it enrages me. And so I have to start playing now with my microphone muted because
I made ball chase just to see how bad you get.
And I think maybe it's similar. What Rocket League is basically soccer with cars, but it was almost like in soccer or like FIFA. Like I play FIFA, where like when you're a dude or I'm using controller my person, but like you playing with a team, like you don't use that one player. It's not go play defense and then go down on the other side or whatever. Like he's not playing the whole field. Everybody had their own little area or section they're supposed to be in or whatever the case may be. So you don't have to ball from the other team's goal to your goal, like passing and doing out. So I kind of get what you're saying. You don't want to just follow and keep trying to chase the ball with one person.
So when you gonna start playing Rocket League with me?
I will give it a try.
Into that corner.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can
I'll give it a try.
about
I'll give it a try.
Hey,
It's-
hey, there's nothing better, nothing more satisfying than playing FIFA, not know really how to play, and then scoring like a goal. You lose your damn mind. You be like, oh,
you running around the living room for real.
yep.
Yeah, if when I first started playing FIFA with my homeboy James, because he played soccer in real life, so he picked up the FIFA sticks like he was just uh, really good. But man, first time I scored a goal, like you just said, I got up out the chair. It was like yeah, like I had just won the match, like, and he was beating me like 10-1. But it was the fact that I scored a goal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once I got the hang of it, I'm not the best at FIFA by no means, but I can play FIFA. Like I can probably beat most of the people that I know outside of him. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm not a gamer for real. If I beat you at anything, I'm not saying I'm gonna talk shit. I'm just saying that I'm gonna celebrate me.
Yeah.
I get that. I had I I I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in a while, and my
Mhm.
son, my middle son Braxton, had been playing it day and just about every day for like the past few months, and I played him. Hey man, let's play something else, bro. This ain't it. I had to change the game.
He
He
was
was
with you.
he was getting it, and
No.
because first I wasn't playing because my mains is when I play that, my mains are Ryu and Captain America.
Yeah.
I like the I like to throw hands, so I'm right there close. And when I tell you, I forgot who he had, but they had reach, and he wasn't button mashing that. That's the thing about it. He wasn't button
Oh
mashing,
man, he actually had
Oh,
skill on you.
he
and
had
he was.
combos.
I'm sitting here like
It's
It was a
proud, but
weird
it's sad at the
like
same
pride.
time.
exactly. We we
You're like,
moved. I was like,
yeah,
you know what?
really.
Let's play something else. We moved to Dragon Ball Fighters, and I was like, all right, bet. Nah, this guy got a little bit more muscle memory. With. I ain't played this more recent than I played Marvel vs. Capcom. What we call it? I got on that. I whooped his ass, and I was like, all right.
Look, I can say, yeah, let's
Restored.
play something that I can win.
Vindication.
For the record, Marcus,
Let's
how
play
old is
something
your
I can
son? Your
win.
middle son?
He is 5.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
Oh
so you
snap!
you felt
yeah.
okay with putting down your 5-year-old son.
It's a
Yeah.
game.
You
I
have
think you
to
correct
at
him.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, at that point, you kind of have like if he got beat the way he's saying he got beat, he has to. Like
He's
you
about
have no
it.
choice. You got to defend your honor
it,
at that point.
it was like, and it because like, and I realized, and I say, man,
Yeah.
because
He probably start talking trash.
Be like, you
and see,
take
I'm not really a trash talker, but he was sitting over there all quiet with a little smug look on his face, like,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's worse.
He'd be like,
hey, look, bro.
shut
Oh
up.
man.
So
Oh
Because
man.
now you have
Oh
to
man.
ground
He
him.
with
Like you have.
dignity.
yeah,
He was dignified.
he thought he was doing something because in the
Oh
fact that
man.
I mean,
he had
what?
been playing every day. I was like, man, I gotta look like this. I'm getting old. My skills slipping. I gotta
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me get back on it. But yeah, we played. We moved
Punishment.
Dragon Ball Fighters, and see that was like I play that off and on just because I get a new fighter, or I would just get the urge to play it. I played it. I still remember stuff, so I was like, we got on that, and we was just say, okay, yeah, all right, let's go. We played like 2 or 3 matches, and that first match he was a little close. Like, okay, all right, let's play again. We played again. All right, I got you. He played another time. All right, it's cool. We good now. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I want to correct something. He didn't think he was doing something. He was doing something because you switched games. He made you exit games.
Oh, hey,
So no, he didn't think he was good. He was. We gonna
hey,
give
you
that 5-year-old all his credit.
Oh yeah, I give him credit. I told him that day. I said, "You got me," I try my best to admit, if I'm wrong or if I do something, or if they, if I was. And I told him, I said, "You got me. You." And I said, "You been practicing, huh? You got me. You got me."
Hit him. You on punishment.
No,
You can't play the game for a week, son.
I couldn't. And see, I'm not the best at fighting games, but I was always able to beat them. So, but it's just the fact that he was able to get me. It was like I'm like you said, like why I said it's like a sad but proud moment. And I know I don't play Marvel vs. Capcom like that. Well, Infinite anyway. Like I had like after I played it hard for like a year, and then once kind of just uninstalled it off my Xbox. So I still have it. It's just uninstalled. I don't play it anymore. And the fact that he had been playing, I was like, wow.
Beat the brakes off.
But I was proud. I was like, that's what's up, bro. I might have a fighting game prodigy right here. I'm gonna get him some. He might be able to take him to Evo next year or something. Like,
Hey, I got a question for you guys. So, sometime soon, like we're definitely gonna go to a con. So we gotta come up with a group cosplay that we can go do together. So I want to bring it to y'all. What group cosplay do you think that we should do?
I want to say something like X-Men because I feel like at least all of us know something about
Mm-hmm.
the X-Men. Because like once we start getting into some other stuff, I'm either A, I don't know anything about it, or B, and this is just me as a woman. A lot of the characters are not something I want to associate with. And I don't feel like being in a space where I have to deal with, well, that's a guy or this person, like the whole Hinata isn't black discourse and all of that. Like, I'm just not feeling having to deal with it in any way, shape, or form. At least with X-Men, like, I can be a cliche and I can pick Storm if I want to. But, my hair is curly enough that I could get away with like a very short Jubilee. I'm darker, but I can still like I can get the trench coat, I can get the shades, or I can go the vampire route and get the all black. Like I can do what I want there, and most people aren't gonna say anything. But I definitely would want to go like X-Men just because that's easy. I also like Psylocke, but I'm not wearing that outfit.
Wow.
But
Well,
no, I
Space
don't have
said,
a side for that.
if we did the theme, who would your personal options be?
It would definitely either be Storm, depending on how long my hair is, because I'm planning on dyeing it anyway at some point. So it would either be Storm or it would be Jubilee. I do like Rogue too, though.
He agreed with you. He said he was thinking Jubilee for you.
She's just fun. Like she's relatively useless a lot of the time, but she's a lot of fun. She has her moments, but overall,
yeah. I personally, it's either gonna be, I'm either gonna be a fat Gambit or either I'm going as Beast. Hey,
Oh, Gambit? Bro, you could just say Gambit. No,
you're right.
we got body shape around here.
hey, ain't nobody, it ain't body shame.
Listen, Gambit was eating good. He was down there in there. Yeah, he was down there in them swamps eating good.
Or Bishop, I forgot.
You would do a good Bishop. That would
Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Bishop.
So I'm down with the X-Men theme. I would likely do Beast for real. The only other person I would want to do other than Beast would be Magneto, just because that's like one of my favorite characters. But Beast, I feel like I'd make a fun Beast. Like it would be great. But I personally would be interested in doing something.
Space.
Doing something outside of X-Men because I feel like KB said, it is kind of a safe choice, considering that when you get into like Naruto characters or something like that, they talk about the whole they not black. But personally, I want the smoke for that. I want that smoke because it's like, hey, they also weren't white. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine us?
You have a point.
Have somebody come up and be like, "Hey, this person wasn't black." And you have it in a whole group. You'd be like, "You really want to start this? You really want to start this Fifth Ninja War right here?" Well, first of all, we want to say welcome, sir, right-hand man of the syndicate, founder of the 2020 Podcast LLC. Please say the LLC.
Y'all already know. Sorry for being late to church, man. Had to go take care of some business, but I'm here and I'm ready to talk shit. What we talking about?
We are trying to find out. We're gonna do a cosplay soon, a group cosplay, and so we need to figure out what we're going as first of all, and then second of all the characters. So we are talking about the X-Men, and so KB says she's probably gonna be Jubilee. Marcus said he was going to go ahead and be. I'm gonna make him Bishop. He gonna be
Okay.
Bishop.
Okay.
That'd be dope. And then Captain Obvious, he's gonna be Beast. So who are you gonna go as?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick somebody that has hair. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of hard. Because I don't want to throw people off too bad. And I'm a husky guy, so I
Man,
want to
fuck that.
represent my bigger brother.
We just talked about that. Ain't no
My
body shaming in
positivity.
2022. I
Right.
wish somebody would say something else. Have
Uh,
you ever seen the
Yeah.
X-Men stomp the hell out of somebody?
do I have
It's
to be a
unified.
good guy?
No,
Man, but like
No.
they really were like the X-Men.
no, because I almost picked Celine, Black Queen.
Mhm.
That's my handle on Twitter, and it's funny because it says the Black Queen, and I get a lot of folks when I start talking because I do a lot of sports discourse, and I get a lot of folks that immediately lead with that's racist, and I'm like, see, that's how I know you don't pay attention to nothing outside of your bubble because
Mhm.
literally my tag says I am Celine Galeo, and if you go to my page, it
Hell no.
is like my profile is me. But my cover picture is Celine, and it has her title.
Ooh, Space
She's
brought up
the
a
know
good
that
Black
point.
Queen of
they
the
don't know the
Hellfire
they don't
Club.
know the Hairfire Club.
Hey,
Right.
Hell no.
I
he
love the
said
Hellfire
B.
Club.
He said B Cyclops and put some flavor to it.
I
Exactly.
like Cyclops, so I would not mind actually.
I like
I,
him more now. I hated him as a kid. I could not
I
stand
like the
him.
new version, the newer Cyclops. I do.
I've always been a fan of him being like Team Boy Scout. You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah,
always admired
Hated,
that.
I
hated
mean,
him.
And he
he
was
was just
OP
trying.
in Marvel versus Capcom. So
I just like the fact that Storm whooped that man.
yeah, she beat the shit out that.
She did him dirty, and I was here for every moment of it because I hated him. Like I like him now. I like the new version of him,
Mhm.
but it took a minute because I had a lot of bias towards him. Like I can acknowledge it. I didn't hate him the way I hate other characters, but I hate him.
Okay, I got to find where I can get like a uni visor at. I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find
You
something.
could probably make one.
I'm gonna be the
Yeah, I've
juggernaut.
been. I want to invest in a 3D printer for such things as this. That'll
No,
Ooh.
be
I mean
dope.
grab like a pair of snowboarding goggles or something like that, and just kind
Yeah,
of like mod it
yeah,
out.
you can.
Mm.
They've this material that like some professional cosplayers use that allow you to make like crazy shapes. I don't know if y'all follow the cosplay page. Guy on there, he does some really good cosplays. He had like a Hellboy that was off the chain.
Mm.
And he made a post about it one day about this. It's like this some kind of clay, but it's specifically for cosplay stuff that you can form like different shapes that you wouldn't normally be able to make. So it's not gonna be
Cool.
too do it.
All right.
I'm gonna be the juggernaut.
I'm a juggernaut, bitch.
That's
Sorry.
all I want to do. I'm gonna just say
Yeah.
that. Ask him who I'm gonna be. I'm be like, I'm a juggernaut, bitch. See these boots?
But yeah, two
You got
caps
to say
point.
Charles, like he was saying Charles. Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that?
Chaz. No, like two caps point. Like I don't have an issue with doing other groups and things like that. It's just one of those. Generally, I want the smoke, and we all know this. But I don't like crowds. I don't like big groups, and my mood can be very, very hit or miss in those moments. So I can either be really like, let's go outside, or let's do this here and call security. You gonna need them, or I'm gonna cry, and I don't
Oh
want to
no.
cry. So I just feel like safest bet.
So
Like,
I'm
hold on,
beating
hold on.
niggas up either way, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be a squad up moment anyway.
Yeah,
Like
it will.
the minute we hear you get loud, it's gonna be like, hold on. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like the
Remember the
bat
scene from
signal window.
Don't Be a Menace to South, Don't Be a Menace in the Hood, where they beat the dude up and they were playing like it's gonna be just like that, like literally.
See, here's the thing: if I'm actually upset, I don't get loud. So unless you're standing next to me, you wouldn't know it
I don't
because
mind being a bodyguard. It's
like
cool.
the thing that you would hear though is you literally would hear what the fuck did you just say to me?
That's
Like
all.
that once you hear that, remove me from wherever we at. Just
That's all
move
we
me.
need to hear. That's
So
as
that's
long
all.
as you
Because
gave us the
KB,
bingo word, we know what to look for.
let me say,
yeah.
I have
Hey,
been
Space.
waiting to rock bottom somebody. So just all I need is if I hear that phrase, I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna run up smooth, fast, And once I rock bottom, it's go time. Then everybody just pile on. We
Has
got it.
anybody ever wanted to just super kick somebody for real? You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying?
Yes.
Like not
every day.
not
Yes.
not a fake one, not the leg
No.
slap one, the
Like,
one
no,
where you just
body.
really get connection.
Sweet chin
Like
music is
UFC number 4, like he's out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
sweet chin music and sweet chin music, Diamond Cutter and Stone Cold Stunner. And I can tell you, like at my most irritated, Stone Cold Stunner is the one I go to. Like I will Stone Cold Stun you in the middle of this lobby. Get away from me.
His face. Since we got our X-Men choices, who are you going to be too? Because I want to get your input too, man. But yeah, no, I mean we rock together. Everybody's gonna be cool. So if we had to be, I'm gonna say Naruto or Bleach, who would you be?
Are you telling us to pick a character from each, or telling us to choose between the two first?
Both.
Okay. I'll jump out on there on this one.
RKO. There you go.
On Naruto, I legit would want to be the Raikage. Like that's my guy. Like I would want to be him. On Bleach, what's the guy's name with the flower robe?
Shui.
Yeah.
Him. I would want to be him. Yeah. Yeah. Those two.
Respect. Asuma. And
Ooh.
probably the number 2 is Spada, the death one.
Ooh.
Oh man, I really dug him.
For Bleach, I want Madara.
Of course you want Madara.
I do.
Of
I do.
fucking course.
I just
Talk about smoke from the
Fucking
beginning,
course,
born for smoke.
Right.
listen.
Wake up and don't even sleep on the bed. Sleep on just like a fire pit.
And then for Bleach, I do want Kenpachi, but not Zaraki. I want spoiler alert. I want the other one.
I'm trying to think.
Good pick.
For Naruto, it's either gonna be honestly, it'll either be Choji or Shikamaru. I love Shikamaru. Now for Bleach, ooh, I can't think of. It's either gonna be. I can't think of the guy's name. The captain with the that's the
Blind one?
the fox, the one that looks like a fox.
Oh, okay.
I want to do him. Yeah, when he used to have his what is it like
the basket on his head.
Yeah. Either him or what's the guy that runs the store? I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Latrey said he wants to be Kakashi and Kenpachi.
All right, sir. What you got?
Oh, I did my picks. I did Asuma and number 2. The number 2 is Spada, the death.
Yeah, we wouldn't know you why. What you got? Who you got?
Be Jiraiya.
A Purvis Age.
And trying to think. I'd want to be Ichigo's dad. I just want to be
Yeah.
That's a bad motherfucker, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's quietly kept, you know what I'm saying? That's why you want to be those kind of folks.
See, that's why I want Unohana, because unless you got towards the end of the story, you don't know what you don't know, and that's a bad bitch. Like that manga panel review when they call her by her title and you see her whole facial expression drop, like that artwork to me was so well done, because the entire time you see her, like she's got the most pleasant disposition. but like everybody's terrified of her, and it's kind of like, you know, you're terrified of the really sweet ones,
right?
But when they show like she goes from like that real pleasant appearance to like her face completely changes, and it's like a night and day difference, and the look on her face is so blank. And I was like, how did you illustrate this? I need to know. Like that, I love it.
I was curious as to how long did they have that on tuck, because I always was like, nah, she in the medical team and she a captain and she calm. She got to be able to fuck niggas up, bro.
Bruh, like you automatically, like when you, like you said, when you see people in animes like that, I automatically know like they ain't the one to mess with. Like you don't, them ones you don't want to mess with, bruh. Like, cause I just know she can do some, or they can do some shit that blow everybody away. It's just like, oh yeah, we fucked up. Yeah, you did. You should have left them alone.
Like knowing that she's strong was one thing, because I feel like everyone knew that.
Yeah.
But in how they told you how Kenpachis get their titles, it's like that's a whole different animal. Because it's like, wait. Because you know that the power is going to be ridiculous. But to know that she's also sadistic, cruel, and essentially a monster, like to know that information on top of the character that they gave you, again, spoiler alert.
There's years at this point. They'll be
make me go back and go on and finish Bleach,
bruh. Because I'm telling you,
I'm looking forward to the animation for the 1,000 year
dog, because the new characters look raw as shit. Them character designs, my guy.
I'm so excited.
And here's the one thing I heard too. I heard that like, so based off the manga, there's going to be those fights in there, but they're also going to have other fights that weren't in the manga in there to make it longer and to make it more filled out. And then I think they said at D23 they're gonna say that that it's coming just to Disney Plus. So that's another reason why I'll be keeping Disney Plus. So thank you, and I like the fact that they're kind of expanding everything.
I really want to see them animate Rukia's ability as well, because I feel like they kind of pushed her to the background very early in the story. Like, because you know, it's Ichigo, like it's his story. But when you come to find out, because the whole time they're like, you know, Hisugai's Zanpakuto is like the strongest ice Zanpakuto to date. And then you find out that Rukia's power is so overdone that they have to immediately nuke her. Like, that's impressive to me, because it's like, okay, you would literally freeze the planet. So we have to set a time limit to this, because otherwise there's nothing to be done here.
All right, quick question regarding this.
What's up?
Do I watch the anime or do I just read the manga to get all of this information?
Read the manga. The anime didn't
stop anyway. I kid you not. That's why I stopped that, because I got ahead of the anime, reading it some years and years back, and right around the time.
Oh, we lost him.
We'll let them be great.
No,
lost a captain. He went overboard.
Yeah.
Down with the ship. Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, back.
Goddamn Eisen kicked him out.
Yeah. Read the manga. Because Bleach is one of those animes that kind of got away from the manga for a bit. And I think it mostly has to do with the fact that Kaiba got sick. So there's a lot of discrepancy there, but definitely read the manga, and then the new animation for what we're talking about is going to come in that second, like the 1,000 Year Blood War.
I say,
have y'all solo leveling yet?
I've started reading the first volume.
Oh my god!
I got volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my god!
I gotta read it.
Oh, that's my jam.
My girl loves it, bro. She cleared volume 1 in like an hour.
Man, I think isn't it like 189 chapters or something like that?
I don't know. I think it's like 8 volumes though.
I can't find anything else to read, because I read everything that I could find in like a week.
That's how I feel about Chainsaw Man. And bruh,
But
you want to talk about a fucking emotional roller coaster, my guy?
I've been waiting on the anime. Also,
What's that?
I wanted to I wanted to read the manga, but ever since they said it was an anime coming out, I was like, I just hold off. I
I
watch like the
don't
first
know, bro. Like
Bro,
I'm gonna be 1 billion with you.
go
You
read it.
might want to read the anime to prep yourself.
Go and read it, bro. Cause that
Okay.
y'all remember I brought this up some months back. Cause it's a
Hmm.
picture that you see all of the time on the
Yeah.
internet where they're comparing things, and it's from Solo Leveling. The picture where like you got all of the different statues bowing down to the gigantic statue sitting in the chair in like the grayish blue room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from Solo Leveling. But when I tell
Mm.
you, I'm gonna go read it again. That's how I'm gonna go read it
Do you
again, bro.
have it?
It's on my
I found it on the internet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
it's
get you
on my
some information. I'm gonna get
it's
some
on
Yeah,
my
I'm
Making-
list.
gonna have to go.
I'm
That
making notes.
Chainsaw Man. Kaiju number 8. I've been reading that. I like that.
That's on my wish list.
It's I think they did announce they're gonna make an anime adaptation, but I do like Kaiju number 8. It's pretty cool. What else I've been reading? That's really it. I had a new pickup. Let me see if I can. I posted on my story, man.
Ooh,
Okay.
yes.
That's from the crossover of the Turtles and the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Shredder became the Green Ranger.
That's wild.
Mhm.
Yeah. I gotta get that comic, but yeah.
That's a problem. That's
Man,
one
Speaking
nigga that does
of,
not need that right there.
Bruh, he
man.
had it and he was fucking shit up.
Oroku Saki, bro. I can't like. Don't get me wrong. I love the Turtles, but Oroku Saki. You want to talk about something like actual, not James Avery Shredder from the '80s show. I'm talking about the actual Shredder. That's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Mhm.
speaking of like just things that bring you joy, I really want to get into this with you, gentlemen, because I feel like the topic doesn't come up the same way for men that it does for women. I want to talk about comfort shows and characters. Because when it comes to like with women, like we're quick to say, oh, this is the show we go to when we're feeling sad or upset. And I think men talk about it, but y'all don't call it comfort. Y'all don't get the space to be like, this, I love this. This makes me feel good and this makes me feel safe. And y'all don't really get to talk about characters that way. Y'all get to talk about them and like, oh, they're cool. But y'all don't get to really be like, this is a character that brings me joy. This is a character whose story moves me. So I want y'all to have space and I want to talk about it. Why are you laughing? Like, that's
Right.
so evil.
That was the evil laugh too.
That is a villain origin story laugh.
Well, when I tell you who my comfort character is, you probably would understand.
All right, let's hear it.
It's gonna sound so ridiculous, but Rick Sanchez.
Rick and Morty.
That's odd. Okay.
I know it makes zero sense to me, but like how like you get in the modes, just like you don't know what to do, what to watch, or like it's just like that. The only other thing that's closer to that would be like Futurama, that I would just what I'm saying, just can watch anytime.
Watch
One
it.
of the greatest television shows to ever bless the screen, like start to finish.
Agreed.
It's hard to beat it. I mean, sorry, it is very hard to beat Futurama, and I think that's what makes Rick and Morty, to me, really good. Is that first off, they do the same. It's almost the same formula. You know what I'm saying? Because Futurama really had just a whole lot of parody of pop culture. You know what I'm saying? And things that we're already familiar with, but it's doing it through the lens of this like tortured guy who just like really, it's a really interesting. I don't know. It's crazy to me because I can really see the writer and the pain. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah, it's Rick Sanchez. So
good pick. All right. For me, there's a similar line. I have two. So sorry, I can't choose between these two. But fuck, I'm torn. I'm gonna pick Finn from Adventure Time. That show, as bleak as it is, it makes me feel as if, because we know it's proven that this is post-apocalyptic, right? If you watch the whole story of Adventure Time, you know this is after a nuclear event, after zombies, all of that. So to know that Finn can find peace in his head, because I really feel like all of this is a fever dream. If he can find peace in the worst of times and make his own adventures, I relate to that through the stress of the real world, and also the regular show. Because
Hmm.
quite frankly, bruh, I feel like I'm Rigby all the time. I feel like I'm the irresponsible, procrastinating, fun person in my head.
Hmm.
So yeah, those are my two.
Thank you for sharing.
Anytime.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
Um, I it's hard to pick one thing. I'm to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. Because it's
Hmm.
I may find like I see mine is I may find like a show that I watch, but then I get you know fall in love with watch it or whatever. Then I'm off of it for a little bit, and then you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's hard to pick a certain one that I just go to because most time when I'm nowadays when I just need some just need something to hear or something it's probably I would say you maybe it's gonna be something maybe anime related or like you said I do love oh I don't know and I love watching this show with my wife Master Chef. Like I will sit there and watch. I
Wow.
watch because I enjoy them cooking, and I think about trying to recreate the recipes, stuff like that. But I enjoy just sitting there watching them do that. That and like just react. You can say reality TV shows or some sort like that, like Master Chef. Show that I recently Claim to Fame. I like those type of shows and what's the other show? Mad Singer, like shows like that. I'll sit there and like ooh, like and try to or what's the chase? Like I love kind of I'm not really I'm enjoying it, but I'm thinking at the same time just finding something to watch. Just like this I'm cool right here. This
Hmm.
I enjoy this. And like I'm watching, trying to figure out who the person is, or answering the questions, trying to answer the questions along with them on the chase and stuff like that. So I'll say that's my comfort shows that I enjoy watching. And like stuff like Master Chef, I can watch with my wife. I used to watch a lot of TV with my wife, but my wife don't know how to. She be on her phone and be like, "Hold on, we gotta rewind it." Let me stop.
Don't
Oh,
do that. You put yourself on. You were on a recorded line, sir.
I,
right.
I, I will say this. Matter of fact, she's sitting right there, so it's like she hears.
She
So
sees you. She
it,
sees you.
You gonna say this in front of company?
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And
You're gonna
but
get beat when you get off.
she knows she does it. And I've told her several times. The reason I don't watch TV with you, I don't watch shows with you no more because you miss something. We got to rewind it, and you don't rewind it. Rewind something twice. After that two times is too many times. That's it.
So when we don't see Marcus on Sunday, we know why.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Or if we come back with a black eye or
You know,
a fat lip, we were like,
I,
oh.
Rabbit.
I have insurance because
Mhm.
if she do something to me, she got to take care of these kids by herself. So she ain't gonna tell
Ooh.
me.
He said,
She's at the club. That's your insurance.
hey, Mark,
Insurance.
thanks for sharing, bro.
You're welcome, Captain. You're welcome.
Well, man, I just have like a genre. Like I like anything anime. You know what I mean? Like anything like that, where because it all depends on how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because like there's certain shows that just have stuff that make you feel certain ways. Like I'm not gonna lie, Naruto, especially Naruto Shippuden, where you hear all the bad stuff that he had to go through, having to see a lot of the stuff and sometimes just not being accepted. You get to be able to see something like that where, for his point of view, he got to be able to have people see past, something that he couldn't control to be able to see that there's a quality individual behind it. And like I like animes because they're just a different medium to tell really good stories and to kind of get you out of your own mind. There's another one that I've been watching. It's called like Your Lie in April. It's really really sad, but it has it
What a
really
description.
Yeah, it's really, really sad. But it has something that, like, essentially this girl has something where, like, she teaches this guy how to love his passions again, and
Mm.
then also how not to be concerned about how other people look or feel about you. And Naruto does the same thing. He's like, man, listen, like, these people don't like me, you know what I mean, but I'm still going to make them acknowledge me, you know what I mean. And I think there's a lot of different stories that can be able to really touch on everything. And I think sometimes people just don't really appreciate that, just because they're not, they just think of it as a cartoon. But a lot of times that's just an artwork. That's another form of drama that people don't really like, or they don't really appreciate until like, we have a pandemic, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, what's this anime thing?
Mm.
See, so Space liked it too.
Yeah, it is a good one.
It's fucking sad, and oh god, pulls at your heartstrings.
I will say you can like also. I will say if you want to anime, maybe a genre anime like I love certain like sports animes. Like I'll sit there and I can enjoy. Like I said, told you like haiku is one of mine. Just I
Mhm.
love haiku. It's another one I'm watching now. The soccer anime called
Mm.
Oshi.
Okay.
It's pretty dope. Like, you got Kuroko no Basket. Like that one is really good. You got the original Slam Dunk. I haven't watched Slam Dunk. I've only seen like an episode or two. But
Ooh.
I know everybody talk like people talk about how good Slam Dunk is, so I got to watch that. But like Kuroko no Basket is really good. Yes, that has like
Mm.
the
That's my
generation
shit.
generation of miracles. I got to check out Food Wars. That's on my list to check out.
Bro, Food
L-
War. It's still
Listen, before
oh,
you check out Food Wars, make
but
sure your wife
yeah,
knows that you're watching a show about food.
let her know.
Because if not, she can
Very
come in at the wrong part, and
uh,
then all of a sudden, now you got to explain why there's a half naked lady, reaching her limits
Yeah.
yeah,
over something like that.
over some eggs.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, I'll make sure to tell her. But if
Yeah.
I was gonna say another, I would say for me another thing like for comfort, because I know I have a for the of it's music. I have a problem with going to sleep. And not had a problem.
Mm.
I used to have insomnia real bad, but I listen to music to help me go to sleep. And I have us like a like for like I love one of my favorite people or favorite groups to listen to. I hate they're not together no more. My heart is still hurting. They're supposed to come to Birmingham. My wife bought me tickets and everything. But I love Floetry. And
Oh,
Oh,
bruh,
That's good, relaxing music.
that
That
bruh,
is
is.
just
like,
sitting there listening to Marsha and
Oof.
that. Oh,
mm.
like man, just we ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get
Hey,
into it. But listen to
real
them.
quick music thing too. Have y'all heard any of Tank's new album?
Nah.
Uh,
But I think people were saying it was good.
yeah, it's so it gives you the vibes of Unpredictable. You and yeah,
Okay.
if y'all know about Unpredictable,
Mm.
y'all
Like
y'all know
I peaked, perked up. Then you said unpredictable. Come on.
Unpredictable.
Okay. We talking about the same unpredictable, right?
Bruh, I was watching, I was reading somebody's comments and they said that they loved this album so much that she thought that she got her husband pregnant. That's how good
bro,
she liked that album.
All
uh,
right then.
I look at KB sitting back like, good. Continue to share your feelings.
Listen, I
Mm.
feel like every man I know should do the pregnancy simulator.
I'm good.
My wife tried it on me. She had well, I don't think hers wasn't that powerful. The one, but once she had, it was it may have stung a little bit at the highest power, but it was I would say because she couldn't have had a powerful one because I was like this don't hurt,
Yeah, I
bro.
was going to say,
Hey,
is
you
that the
talking a little bit too
electroshock
loose,
thing?
bro.
Say what?
Is that the electroshock thing?
It's not that it's a shock. It shouldn't be shocking you, but
Uh,
it's very similar to it.
Right,
It
right.
simulates like the cramps and whatnot for
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done one of those
The
before.
fact
It
that you
wasn't
said
for pregnancy simulator. It was really just for fun.
said that shouldn't be shocking you. Ah, fuck that. Nope. Not good enough for me. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I just feel like the same way that folks will say like everyone should do retail at least once in their life. I feel like men should experience certain things. Like, y'all can't have periods. I cannot anymore either. But I lived a good portion of my life with them and they suck. And I feel like when men have questions about certain things, like, well, why should we do this and why do you get to do that and that's not that bad? Just strap it on and turn it up.
I don't have those questions. I respect all women for the stuff they don't
Absolutely.
do.
That's
I'm
fair.
good.
That's fair.
I'm good.
Ari, you know the
because then I've heard some people like it really can't be this bad.
That's. Hey, so here's another question. So y'all know, and those who follow me on Facebook know there is a baby Stokes being ready to be born in February, right? But tomorrow we find out gender. So I want to get you guys' opinion on what you think it's going to be.
Girl.
I'm gonna go boy.
I'm going with girl, but
hold on, wait. Where's the bird?
Where's the bird?
Yes, the bird that was on your porch.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. I got rid of him.
Okay.
And I got rid of the one that dug a hole in the side of my siding, and I didn't have to throw blood juice. It wasn't really blood juice. It was apple cider and hot sauce. It really looked satanic. I had to get rid of it like immediately.
Is the shadow of death about to pass over our neighborhood? Do I need to go put some blood?
It looked like
Ghost
is
blood.
my firstborn about to die?
Hey, do y'all remember the artwork for Sinister? That's what the side of my house looked like.
Nice.
And so I was like,
hand going, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Ooh, I gotta check this. It was a new scary movie coming out called Barbarian. Has anybody heard anything on it?
No.
Somebody said it's. I saw like they were saying it's supposed to be. It's from like the creators of It, and they said it's supposed to be. It's I guess the reviews are saying it's like super scary or whatever. So I've been meaning to go look at it. Been meaning to go look at a trailer just to see because, it's rare that I find a good scary movie nowadays.
Man, preach, brother. Preach.
Have you seen Black Phone? How'd you feel about that?
I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch that.
Really?
Black Phone was okay.
I like Black Phone. It was entertaining.
Speaking of horror, why is Winnie the Pooh literally like? Why is that an actual?
I don't want to talk about that.
I saw it and I thought it was a joke.
Motherfucking cuz.
I thought it was a joke.
No, nigga. It's going down.
And then they decided that Winnie the Pooh, something that children have been attached to for decades.
Fuck them kids.
No. I have a teddy bear named Pooh. I don't like this energy that's being put out.
Potential of murder happening. Like, listen, I'm for it, bro. Look, when it became public domain, and dude was counting down the days because he had already written the shit. He was just waiting for the rights to, be done so he can scoop the shit up and not get in trouble. But man, I'm for it. Why not?
Why?
I need to know.
Why is a better question? Like, again, I'm gonna quote or paraphrase Jurassic Park here. You were so preoccupied with what you could do that you didn't stop and think if you should. And this is a should not situation.
I agree.
I want to read the Jurassic Park books because I heard the books are a lot better than the movie.
Wait, there's books?
Yes,
bro. It's based. So it's
based off a book like Michael. Is it Michael Crichton?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have been read and ate those.
I gotta read those.
Yeah. The book is really good. I read it middle school, I think. It's really good.
I gotta read. I want to read those.
Hey, check this out.
Hey, why? One second. I would say why you mentioned this. I think last week, but they are supposed to be making a BioShock movie.
Ooh.
That's dope. That is dope.
Would you kindly?
Like they.
This is what my house looked like right here. Right there at the bottom. I threw it and then it was like, I was like, oh, no.
You can remove that now.
I threw it and then I went immediately to the store to buy a water hose because I was like, oh, that didn't work like I was supposed to.
Satan sitting outside like, bad.
Bro, it was so bad because like I had threw it up there and then I made a TikTok out of it. And then I was like, oh shit. my girl not gonna like this. Let me go write this down. Let me go take care of this. All right, I gotta get off of here. So
She would have came outside. All you heard was what? Shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hold on, where were we? So yeah, that was there. But you were asking me something else, Marcus?
No, I was just telling you about that because I know Sony also announced, like, they have announced a lot of they're doing they're taking their properties and doing a lot of, I guess, movies or shows with. I know we're getting the Last of Us show is going to be on HBO coming out next year. They're doing a Days Gone movie. They're doing we're eventually going to get a Ghost of Tsushima movie.
I'm for that.
I'm definitely for Ghost of Tsushima. I'm still
As
playing.
long as the dude who plays
the
no,
dude. What you talking about in Last of Us?
I was gonna say no for the Ghost of Tsushima. I was gonna be like, oh, he needs to be the Scorpion guy, but he's too old to play that. Like,
he can be in the movie. He can be like the uncle or something. But if they don't have, because somebody said they need to do like all real, Japanese actors, and they need to have the movie needs to have subtitles, like
period.
And I'm with that, but you know how some people are.
Fuck some people.
Majority of people.
Yeah,
call it what it is. Majority of people are gonna fuss.
I'm with them
I
having
that fast. Shut up.
I'm with them having that, but Pedro Pascal is playing.
I'm tired of him playing everything.
He's playing Joel, but you know what that's like him. They're doing the same thing with like Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac got popping, and now he's playing
everything.
They want him to be Snake in Metal Gear Solid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
not against that though. Not against that.
I'm not against it either, but but it was something else that they announced it's gonna be. But like I said, BioShock, I heard it the other day, and I was like, why I would love that. So, but yeah.
Oh, I thought about it. So, Steven, so you were talking about the book. That author also wrote Westworld. So he didn't have any faith that humans were going to survive at all. He just kept saying like we're gonna fuck up either with dinosaurs or robots. Something was going to happen. We just weren't gonna make it.
We're not gonna make it. I'm currently reading Dune.
It's really good.
Shit.
And you got to watch the movie.
I still haven't watched the movies.
Yeah, I've never seen them, but they're good.
I had no idea that was a book.
Yeah.
I knew about the book before I knew about the old movie.
I thought the movie was just a thing. I didn't know. I wasn't interested in seeing the thing, but
I didn't know about the old movie, but I knew about the video game that came on the PC, and where you're collecting spice from that point.
Didn't know that either.
See, there's DOOM DUNE has a video game.
It was an old one, like DUNE. So it like you were.
What is it?
Yeah, you were playing and you were collecting spice on the planet, but you had to watch out for the big ass worms.
Crazy.
And then you also had to worry about, I think, the other group
factions.
Yeah.
So they're coming out with a new one. You talking about Dune, DUNE, right? They're coming out with a new Dune game.
Yep.
I'm out.
It'll be here soon. When I saw it, it'll be probably, how they do
2025 probably.
Yeah.
How come we can't get a good Final Fantasy movie?
I mean, some of the movies have been all right. I mean, I like Kingsglaive. Kingsglaive. I know it was a prequel to the Kingsglaive was a prequel to the most recent one. Was it Final Fantasy 15?
Mm-hmm.
Advent Children was good. I thought Advent Children was pretty good.
I meant like motion picture rather than animation.
Okay.
That's because
I didn't know there were multiple Final Fantasy.
We don't count Spirits Within. That shit don't
count. Only
that's not. I don't know. It's like they
made
a movie, and they like the same thing I was saying about the Resident Evil show. They just made a movie. Had it not been named Final Fantasy,
it would have been okay.
Yep. It would have been okay.
Yes,
they could have just called it The Spirits Within. Like, oh, okay, shit, that's dope. But when you put the tagline of Final Fantasy on this, and then you like, what the fuck is this?
You just got a goddamn chocobo. That's
Like,
the only thing that makes it that fun.
what the fuck
So,
is it? Like, it seems
how
like
many movies are there?
3.
I think 3.
I know Advent Children. That's it. I didn't
Yeah,
know there was.
Kingsglaive came out a
There's
few
the
years ago.
animated one.
Mhm.
Yeah, they out, they're animated, but yeah, that's just like
You know the
told you.
plot of Final Fantasy 15?
For me,
KB
Oh.
or
You're
anybody?
making me think of which one is which.
you and your homeboys riding around the world killing monsters. No, but
Is
Oh
that the
no,
one
it's
where they
way
in the
no,
car?
I know. Hey, you
Is
in the
that, is
car
that the
though?
one where they're in the car?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
I haven't played it, but
I,
you're like a
yeah.
prince, aren't you? Aren't you the prince or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Bruh,
Well,
it's a listen.
Prince turned king.
Listen, when I tell you that's an emotional game, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't follow the whole story for that one.
look, there's a lot of hubbub about the way it was produced and content getting cut, but there's a cohesive motherfucking story in that one, bro.
When are they gonna come out with another like linear? You know what I mean? Not the because like they know they come out with the online version of those Final Fantasy, which I don't really follow. When are they gonna come out with another Final Fantasy game? That's what I want to know.
What
Final
you mean?
Fantasy
16 is
16 is
coming out
coming.
next year.
Now it's only on, but it's exclusive to
Yeah.
PlayStation, but it'll be out next year.
I
It's,
gotta go.
it's linear. It's
Oh
like
no, I'm cool. Ben got a
point A to
PlayStation.
point B.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Ben.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Sony bought them rights, bruh. Sony
They
been
had to. I'm gonna be honest with you. They
and
had
see,
to.
Sony is like I have all 3 consoles. I prefer Xbox but I do like Sony. I like the games they have. However, where I ain't gonna say they're shady, Sony be
Greedy.
doing shit. But you say greedy, they're not. They're definitely not they're definitely not the consumer friendly company. Like where they raise so everyone, I be in my game. I be on my game
Come
and
on,
shit.
talk
But
about it. Talk about it now.
they raise prices, not in the US, but like
Everywhere else.
everywhere else they raise prices. Like they're
Do
not.
you know why we weren't raised?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but
Because they know that their strongest market is ours.
I can definitely see that.
So they
I was
like
saying nobody
we
else
don't-
buying them like that. The rest of
exactly.
Outside of
Exactly.
outside of Japan, but like like they raise prices, then like Sony
They
was
can't
with
keep
them
them on the
charging.
shelf.
Sony was with them charging $70 for games. Like we're getting a new Last of Us game, Last of Us Part 1 game for the PS5, and that mug is $70. And they just did a remaster of Last of Us Part 1
3
a
years
few
ago.
years ago for PS4. So we're getting another one, and like Last of Us Part 2 just came out like 2 years ago, but we're getting, and I think they're trying to just get money from the people that haven't played it that's gonna be watching the show.
Oh
But
shit!
it's like $70 for a game, bro.
I just
Like,
looked up what the price of a PlayStation
Hey.
was. I'm sorry.
Hey Hokage, can I give you my hot take on Sony real quick?
Go ahead, by all means, brother. Go ahead.
They don't have no faith in their properties no more.
I think that's what it is. I definitely think that's what it is. Like they got their main. They know the ones that's gonna make. Let's go bang. We got God of War coming out in November. Like I said, they I forgot the company that made it, but I think they're working on Ghost of Tsushima Part 2 or another one. But like their main properties, we just had Horizon Forbidden West, which was, it did pretty good, but it wasn't. I don't think. Some people say it wasn't as good as the first one.
It wasn't.
So you have those, they have their properties, but it's like, and with them introducing their PlayStation Plus line now with everything, they have their tiers, the essential, extra, and then the premium. The best tier is the extra. The premium, all you're getting is older PlayStation games, and it's
They give you
like
backwards compatibility shit,
basically
which they used to give you for free back in the PS3.
But you go to Xbox, and I understand they're trying to compete with Game Pass, but with them now, let me say this: with them they don't put their first party title, their first party titles are not day one on the PlayStation side. However, Xbox first party titles are day one in Game Pass. But the thing with Xbox, and like I said, I love Xbox to the death, but the thing with Xbox, we had, to be honest with you, now we've had some, but there hasn't been a major booming first party title that they've released in the past 2-3 years. And people can say Halo Infinite. Let me say this: the campaign, maybe I haven't played the campaign, but Halo Infinite, I heard it had a great campaign, which is a lot better than Halo 5.
Yeah,
But the multiplayer has been trash. It's been tragic. Like they have been doing little stuff here and there, but I don't know what 343 is doing or has done. But like a lot of people aren't happy with the multiplayer. They took so long. Like certain modes they wanted, they were supposed to come out. They didn't come out. They don't think. I think they wanted co-op mode so people can play through the story together. I don't think they put that wasn't out at launch. Like it's like this is one of your flagship titles. There is no reason this game shouldn't come out and be complete. I ain't say complete, but at least come out and have the stuff that people want. Like you got people that I know people that they don't play Halo co-op. Like they do that. And the fact that they couldn't do it, like I'm not even gonna touch this game. And then you had one of the big releases, they bought Bethesda Studios so they can have Starfield when Starfield was coming out, and it got pushed to next year. Now 2023 as far as for Xbox and their games, their first party titles, looks good, but once again, it looks good. Those games got to get played, reviewed, and all the other stuff, and they got to hit. Because like I said, I've said it before, if those games don't hit like they're supposed to next year, man, Xbox is really gonna have to do something. And granted, they're buying Activision, they're waiting on that to go through, and they have said they're not gonna make Call of Duty console exclusive
yet.
And the only reason I don't think they'll do it is because they would lose too much money.
They would lose a lot of money.
They would lose. Now, let me say this: most of the players of like the serious players of Call of Duty, I think the majority of the percentages on Xbox. They have some. They have
you got a lot on Xbox, but your serious players playing on PC, man.
Yeah, but the thing about it, if they do that, when when Xbox says console exclusive, that means Xbox console. PC is still gonna have theirs.
Yep.
Xbox, but see, that's because you got to think about it. Xbox has the Game Pass Ultimate, which includes Xbox for your console, Game Pass for your console, and Game Pass for your PC. Yep. Xbox looks at those as one.
And also, if you have an iPhone, you can be able to do They
have cloud gaming now. You have I've used my phone. It's actually not just on iPhone; it's on Android too. I've done it. I played it. I've done it. I've done played on mine a few times, but it's so when they say console exclusive, it's gonna just be on the Xbox console, but it'll be also on PC. It's always gonna be on PC. That's another thing. A lot of Sony players was complaining about the fact that Sony is now putting their games on PC, and I don't know what Xbox did with Hideo Kojima, but they got Death Stranding PC on Game Pass for PC. You can, if you have Xbox Game Pass for PC, you can play Death Stranding right now today on your PC. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like Xbox is not they're not with the exclusive, but they trying to have their own, help move some console. But all Xbox does, Xbox just wants you in the ecosystem. Whether you have a PC, whether you have an iPad, whatever and later on this year, if not next year, they're going to be bringing out Game Pass Family. So,
bruh, that's wild.
That's going to be another.
We need to get back to.
That's going to be another game changer. So you imagine you got, and I think that's from right now they're testing it, and it's going to allow you to share your Game Pass with up to 5 people. Now, granted, it's going to increase the price. I think it's going to be like, I don't think they're going to go over $30, but maybe about $25.
It's still worth it.
Like $24.99, but $24.99 between 5 people. If you want to do it that way. But if y'all take up, you pay for that, and everybody gets a chance to play all the games on Game Pass. So whenever Starfield comes out, whenever Redfall comes out, whenever the new Fable drops, all that's coming day one on Game Pass, and you're able to get to play it. Another game that I love, which they're coming out, part 3 is coming out, which is State of Decay. I love State of Decay. Good zombie game. And it's like a zombie manage your life type of game, so you play, but they're coming out with State of Decay Part 3. That'll be out in the next 2 or 3 years or whatever. So it's those games are going to be in Game Pass day one. So instead of paying for it, you pay those $15 to $20 a month. or whatever. You got that game for however long you need to play it to beat it. So, but yeah, that's my gaming spiel for the day. Y'all, that's my
Yeah.
Man, that was
that's my
good.
Space brought up some good points. Like exclusives don't make a whole lot of sense. I mean,
yeah.
so what I think would make more sense, like say for instance, you get maybe more benefits when you have it owned by the, you know what I mean? Like you know how they
Right.
had the exclusives for like downloadable content. So like have
Mhm.
something like that where you get downloadable content or maybe things like that to have it under a certain console because that company owns it. That would make
Yeah.
a whole lot more sense
Yeah, I agree.
because yeah, you're missing out on a whole because there'd be a whole bunch of people in the Xbox community that would love to play Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That are they're
it's a
just
great game.
missing. Yeah, it's they're missing out from that point. So
But
it's a
Sony,
yeah.
I was gonna say Sony is not willing to do that. And I like I said, you can only Sony and Xbox are the two you got to compare. Nintendo, you just leave them off to the side. Nintendo does whatever Nintendo wants to do. And I was talking to my cousin about this. Like Sony and Xbox will go left or go left. Nintendo will drive to California. Like that's what I'm saying. Nintendo does what they want to do, regardless. With like, if you notice, you don't never see Nintendo games on sale. Nintendo first party
Never.
games, they don't go on sale. Like, you go pay unless you trade in some games towards it. You're not getting it on sale. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Nintendo does what they want to do, so that they're gonna be what they're gonna do what they want to do. But
Yep.
like I said, for as far as Sony, like I don't unless they, cause like I said, God of War's go bring it. They're counting on that to make some major moves. And I'm assuming they're thinking people are gonna buy this, buy, rebuy Last of Us Part 1 again,
I ain't buying that
and
shit no more.
then
I bought it. I bought it twice already. I am not doing this shit no more.
and they're gonna, Forspoken. So that's why they're looking at I see you spay they do $5 off sometimes, but
Right.
they have Sony has I don't know, man. Sony is one. I don't know if they're gonna ever play ball, but like they didn't want to do crossplay. Like they were making up excuses about that. And this came out about 2 weeks ago, where Sony was paying certain companies not to put their games in Game Pass. They're saying they were doing like, hey, look, I'm gonna give you this. Don't put that game in Game Pass or whatever. Like, as long as it don't go on Game Pass. So they've been doing stuff like that, and it's like, and Xbox called them out on that shit because they were because they came out and said something against them, so they couldn't about purchasing Activision. They were all they're gonna do such and such, and they pulled out the numbers. That's what they were saying about, like, you only have so many, your percentage of Call of Duty players are only this amount. You know what I'm saying? And then it's being reported that y'all are stopping people or paying people not to allow their games to go on Game Pass. Like, bruh, like how, like you getting called out on your shit, like. Y'all ain't looking, y'all not looking good out here. Like I said, granted you ain't raised prices in America, but like I said, just to hear that you're raising prices in other countries that may not have all the fun, like may not have the funds, like as like I ain't gonna say third world countries, but you got to think about it, like you raising prices somewhere they're already poor, and you raising your price up more. So it's like y'all ain't looking real good right now.
Yep.
Our name is being dragged, and you say it's in the mud. Y'all making yourselves look real bad out here. But,
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like Xbox's decision to be slow and steady is going to win. Being quite frankly with you, because if there's more people accessing your console and having fun, that's the one that wins. I don't know if y'all remember, but way back when Sega Saturn was way more powerful than PlayStation 1. But it wasn't about it being a cooler, sleeker machine. Sega Saturn was way more expensive. PlayStation was cheaper, and everybody had a PlayStation.
yeah, and I think that's what is for the past two generations. Like that's what happened with PlayStation. PlayStation 3 came out, it was super high, and then the Xbox released a 360, and the 360 was cheaper. And it did come out first, but it was cheaper, and it was like, I'm just gonna get this 360 and roll on. And then the fact they were putting out games for the 360,
Like,
but then
back to back, bro.
in a generation with a PS4 was cheaper. Xbox tried to do this whole entertainment system thing, and they messed themselves up. They fired all the people when they got the guy that's in charge now,
From
which is
Nintendo.
and which he's doing a amazing job, bro. Like everything that Xbox has right now, they ought to Phil Spencer. If it wasn't for Phil Spencer, this company they would have probably stopped making Xboxes after that. Like it wouldn't have been no Series X. And granted, the Series X is powerful, more powerful than the PS5. But like I said, with everything they're doing, like for the future, like in the next year, Xbox is gonna have an app on your TV where you can play Game Pass on your TV. It's on Samsung, some new Samsung TVs right now, bro.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
Xbox is like, long as you in our ecosystem, long as you playing the game, long as you got Game Pass, bro, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Long as you, I don't care where you play it, long as you playing. You know what I'm saying? That's how they looking at it. They looking at it like that. Like, I don't care about you buying. Okay, you ain't got to buy a console. Just get Game Pass on your PC. Hey, you ain't got a PC? Hey, we got these new Samsung TVs that's going to have the Game Pass app. Do that.
Sweet.
Just get your control. Like, bro, they don't care where you play it. They just say they like as long as you playing. I'm surprised they ain't struck up a deal with Nintendo. They have a Game Pass app on the Switch.
Nah, you doing too much now. Nah, Japanese ain't finna have that shit.
They not, but you be surprised, bro. They may pull off something, but man, it's just crazy how stuff is changing, and you get Sony, you know, being stuck in their ways. Like, and granted, I think both they have to. I think I was telling my cousin this thing. They iron sharpens iron. They make each other better. I don't want Sony to go nowhere. Like, granted, they make some great games. They have to be there because they still make great games, like with their studios or whatever. Like, so it's like y'all just need to fix some stuff and get back out there. Like you said, you know, take a break, slug some water, get back out there and do it again. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say this, and we can. I know we've been hanging on this topic for a minute, but instead of Sony buying whomever the fuck they bought,
Bungie, was it Bungie?
Yeah, Bungie, which is I'm gonna leave that alone. Sony should have bought Capcom. Like, what the fuck? It was right there, bro.
Once this deal for Activision goes through, I think that it's either them or Sega is on the list on the next for Microsoft. They go in because I thought they would go by EA.
They're not gonna give up Sega.
They don't got Sega. They don't own Sega.
Nintendo does own Sega.
They do.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
for a few years
they've been talking because I know somebody was talking about they were gonna buy Sega, but it was two companies that I wanted that I wish they would have bought. Like, I wish they would buy. I thought they would go buy WB. Because they was being offered. I thought they would go buy WB, and you know, Amazon was reportedly trying to buy EA. And granted, I don't want Amazon to have EA. I don't want that. We definitely don't need, because Amazon was one of the reasons why Xbox bought Activision is so Amazon, like a company like Amazon, wouldn't buy them, because you know, if they do that, they go try to do some other stuff with those games or whatever the case may be. But I digress. We can move on from gaming, man. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time.
Marcus, you are passionate about your game, and I just want to say that.
I love it, bro. Like it's awesome, man. You, like I said, it's I can go on about it all day. Like, that and anime, you know, those are my two things.
If you would like to hear Marcus, Husky Hokage, discuss video game and video game company news, let us know in the comments, bro.
Yeah, I think it would be dope to have him have a group where you just do that. But
once I finish my class, I have more time. I would definitely love to do that. Like, just maybe once a week, you know, everybody, you know, get a few people on. We can talk gaming news, over some stuff. I definitely love to do that.
I will be in the comment section. I can contribute nothing.
Hey, it don't matter, KB. Your opinion is always wanted.
Right.
Oh, I don't have one. Not for this. I know nothing. So this would be one where I would just argue, and I don't like to be ignorant, like dumb.
Gotcha.
I got you.
Okay.
So
All right. I thought you were going to say that you just don't like to argue just to argue, and I was like,
Nigga.
no.
come
I mean, I will argue just to argue, but it's either I'm doing it in fun. Like we all know that the sky is blue, but I'm gonna argue that it's tangerine just because you already picked a side. But like if I really don't know what I'm talking about, you're not gonna hear nothing from me.
Got you.
Hey,
Space said he's going to be in the
Hey,
comment section
appreciate it,
too.
Space. Thank you. Thank you.
Space, we're going to have you on too, man.
I'll
Definitely.
bring the drinks. Are you of legal age to drink alcohol, or am I bringing you like Gatorade?
I think he's there.
I would say I'm
If
not
not-
going to jail, so
If not, just don't tell nobody.
absolutely not. I'm not going to jail, sir. He will have Gatorade. He will have Gatorade and
Sure
apple
he
juice.
will.
meet me by the truck.
Listen, if it's my money, it's Gatorade and apple juice. What you do with your money is your business.
Man, listen. So, all right, y'all. We have been at it for damn near almost 2 hours. So we really, really appreciate everybody stopping through, saying what's up. The captain had to dip out a little bit early, so we appreciate him. Sir, any final thoughts?
Wash your goddamn hands. I don't know if everybody really remember, but just because they
Right.
easing up on the mask mandate and shit, don't mean you don't need to wash your hands anymore. Take a bath and also wash your goddamn hands, man.
Bro,
What's
I
wrong
can't
with you?
stress that enough. I can't stress that enough. I saw one of our one of the managers in my company.
Hold up. You gotta do this.
I went in the bathroom. He came in the bathroom behind me, peed, coughed, and walked the fuck out the door.
Just dick fingers.
I
Nasty
will
son of a bitch.
never in my life shake that man's hand, fist bump, touching the thing. I ain't even doing that, bro. He bring like, you ever seen somebody bring the meat and the bread and just sit there? He make the sandwich at this and eat the sandwich. It's just like I be just thinking, just eating your sandwich with your dick hands, just
Dick fingers.
I digress.
All right,
Probably put this in the-
Okage, what you got for us? Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. Like echo, sir. Just make sure y'all wash your hands. But man, just life is hard, bro. Take some time to enjoy your moments. Quit worrying about what you got to do next. Quit worrying about what's gonna happen 5 days from now or 5 months from now. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the right now sometimes, because, like you said, you never know when it could be your last. So just and take some time to enjoy it, man.
All right. The left hand. What you got?
As always, try Jesus, try yoga, exercise, dieting. Do not try me.
Hey,
So for my son, I always tell him try Jesus, but don't try me, because I fight children and dogs. That's what I always used to tell him. I made the song up, ad lib to the one, but yeah. So this weekend, I'm gonna be down in the 251 area code. So I shall probably be with Sir on Sunday with the drink and draw. So that means we are gonna have the Tower of Death. Jeremy, that's Everclear. Jeremy, that's oh yeah, you didn't read
Did you
it.
see the way his face changed? Did you see?
No, he
Did you
already
see the
he already
eyebrow
he already
and,
signed
like,
up
the
for it, because
drop?
I already put Jeremy, we're gonna do this, and he said you already know, so therefore he
shit.
already signed up for it. So it's Everclear and tequila.
Good luck.
You do know I have to work Monday.
You have
Y'all
to work
trying to kill
on
me.
Labor Day.
Hell yeah. Hospitals don't stop, my boy.
You'll
Okay,
be okay. I got faith in you.
yeah. I mean, just
Oh,
one
I'm
of
gonna
them.
go to work. Because they ain't finna take my PTO.
No.
So we are gonna have some great times from the drink and draw. We are gonna be able to really kick it. Yeah. And so what I want you to do, I want you all to be I want y'all to be like She-Hulk. I want y'all to smash that follow button. And then we're gonna be like Morgan Stark. We're gonna love you 3000. And until then, we're gonna be like everybody in the NWO except for Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan, and be just too sweet.